Hi, it's John Johnson here again. Welcome to lesson number 2. Lesson number 2 talks about travel. Do you travel? Also, we're going to be talking about the present simple. I talk, you talk, he talks, she talks, it talks, we talk, you talk, they talk. Very easy. If you have any questions, you can ask me by clicking on the chat button below. And remember, if I ask you to repeat in the lesson, repeat. I will talk to you very soon for lesson number 3. Good luck.
The driver and so on, and you just go on them. Upstairs we're going to look at the warming stations and see what they're all about, and take a look at that. Now, we can all take the subway. And upstairs we're going to take a fast look at the warming bus. So maybe there are people on it, we'll find out. So, this is the warming bus program. And, let's see. And we're going upstairs. This is, I think that's what's happening. It's over here. They have warming buses, right? Shuttle buses. People hanging out here. I don't know what's going on exactly, but it's pretty good. I think something is to start. Looks like it's pretty good. Different people. So they're not on service. And so let's take a look. Walk around. So this connects up to the subway. And the subway is free. Just walk in and out. And there's an escalator here, so I'm going to take the escalator. As you can see, we have these warming buses and they have security. It's kind of interesting to notice, and then going back down to the subway system. It's pretty good. Yeah, there's a couple of ways they have an elevator on the subway, but everything seems to be under repair. You can see all the piping. It's right now. I'm going to jump on a streetcar, and the streetcar will take me down for a ride to the inner core. These streetcars are kind of new streetcars. I don't know how old they are. They're probably 10 years old now. But they were designed quite a long time ago. They're kind of interesting. We've got something going for them, but they're just normal kind of streetcars. I don't know, what do you think? And this one is, it's kind of snowy or something. That's rain. There we go. They have a pop system here. Not everybody uses it. They have warming stations now, so the streetcars are actually free. So this is underground. It goes underground. Right here, you see? To the subway. And we're going to actually go up an inclination and then arrive onto the surface of the street. So this is done to just add on to the idea of streetcar metro kind of thinking. When this goes above the ground the whole way, but when it gets down to the harbour front, it itself has an underground element. That's the same. This is the only streetcar that has that. So it's kind of interesting. You saw the warming buses, so people come up either on this streetcar, they can come up on the subways themselves, and they come to the warming station. But it's a pretty difficult situation. It's not, there are people there probably designed for sleeping. Someone fell off and hurt themselves, and things like that. Like it's like that kind of level, but it's that cold. It's a dangerous cold, and you're not used to it. In some cities, people just don't sleep outside. Just can't. Most just can't. In some cities you can, but some nights it's just too cold. It's freezing. It's freezing, very dangerous. -10, right? And people get really hurt. And so this is the kind of thing Toronto is. It's the kind of place where I think people can survive the winter just outside, sleeping blankets, heat vents, and things like that. But then other than that, I think they're cold spells. And this cold spells it's very precarious and dangerous and harmful in detail. So this is Spadina, and some people say Spadina. So I thought interesting. That's what she called Spadina. So this streetcar, the previous streetcar was designed by Claude Gibbon, like a single design, mechanic design. And he was one of my teachers. And the interesting part, when he spoke about design of the previous streetcar, he didn't speak so much about this car, though it was very interesting. The motor forces used to generate power, the brakes, and the brakes would go back to the power lines. That was the power. And but he spoke about the chair, the ergonomics of the chair, how comfortable it made the drivers. Because we don't realize unless we're a driver or we do something like that, it's painful after decades of sitting in a chair. Your back is wrong. If you're in pain when you retire, and that's not a nice thing to retire to, that's for sure. So this is an interesting feature about so that's really, really good. So we have a good quality image here. Let's take a look. We're going to drive through Toronto, and right now we're looking at this. Give it a nice view, and away we go. Let's try the other side. That works. So this is what we're going to be looking at. This kind of level. Let's see how things are going. It should be good. I think they're waiting for the last people to arrive. It's not that busy.
Next stop, Harvard Street.
Everyone that hasn't played Netflix, we lost to the worst team ever because it was playing time. And then I was like chill because I was like, oh my god. And like across from like the gym has 2 courts. And the next court is like the Div 1. And the game was so hard.
Next stop,
They were like,
Woodhouse Street.
and I was like, oh, like the whole time I was just daydreaming, playing that. And then, but I was also like, but then Michelle at the end, she was like, hi, like I think we should have a vote, like if we want to like do equal play time or if we want to be competitive. I ended up with the vote.
So it's going to
one
this the city of
to
Toronto.
be like 1 person more. It was like 12 to be
sure.
competitive and like 11 to be equal. So competitive one, which is really good.
Sports that's around here.
Except
Sweet.
for after we played, Will, who I played beat.
Next stop,
But like the thing
College
is,
Street.
I guess you don't know if like, is it because it's just the first game and people will stop coming now that Michelle's kind of scared? Or are they gonna keep coming? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. And then it was this way, and she was like, oh, you guys are co-captain. And I was like, to be honest, and how we did it. Like, it's okay. And then, so after, this is the part that I'm like, now I don't know. Because like, so after the game ended, Will was like, why don't you just talk to me in it? Because I played beat with them. He's like, oh, why don't you just talk to me in it and like change to Div 1? And I was like, so I talked to me in it. And he was like, oh yeah, you did switch with our team. We already have 2 setters, but we should probably put you into the rotation. And I was like, and then I was talking to Michelle. Michelle was like, you can't leave.
That's the silver dollar. The silver dollar is
We were like,
yes.
we like established
Come
it's
up
like
to the old
competitive,
comp.
like it's still gonna be really fun. Like
The Rolling Stones played at the old
people aren't gonna like the 36. They're not gonna show up now.
Jack
That
Grease
it's
and-
competitive, you know. So now I'm gonna be cool, as they say.
This is that's right.
It's like
So it was designed in Shred, actually. So Shred was an interior part of art design. My teacher designed the previous streetcar club. My grandfather painted up 2 streetcars mentioned Andre's coverage and trees. And we put them into your businesses and people would maintain them. And people would take care of them. They would all of our house. People would maintain those guys. But we were pretty exclusive.
yeah.
And she
Except the only problem is
oh, she's nice.
switch to Div 1
So the Rolling Stones play. And you see a whole bunch of Eric Johnson. That's pretty cool. Johnson Market. Part of the interior.
Yeah, this team has benched for 2 sets. I only played 1
So
set.
this is Spadina.
Next stop, Nassau Street, Kensington Market.
I don't remember if it was like, honestly, these numbers are kind of, I don't know exactly what we had enough, like, we had, okay, maybe it was 23, we had, I think we had 23 Green Street. I think that was just exactly 36.
So Spadani used to be a pretty gloomy street, but we introduced all of this international money. And they looked at Spadani like it was an unpainted canvas.
So that like you
Many of these
like
streets they thought were just
7 people
completely
show up.
perfect,
And then
and very youthful.
even 10
Kind of like
not even
what
3
can
people
children
waiting.
do.
Next
So but
stop,
like 20
Dundas Street West.
So this is Chinatown. Let's take a look. As you can see, things are
even with like different
you're gonna find that in Canada, you're gonna have Chinese and Vietnamese and Arabic, Hindi, all the different languages around the world, French, English, funny spelling, we'll go on and on. And you'll have combinations, singularities. But in Quebec, you don't really have that. You can. I'm trying to make it international, which allows you to sign, but not with English.
So it's like
Spanish,
you can't tell this is medium, but
Vietnamese,
but
just
it's
all
like
English.
there's no other.
This and the island French. So let's take a look and see what else.
Yeah, it is. It's different.
Pretty powerful
Yeah, it's a captain.
country. Canada is considered. It's only has like 30 million people. It's sheer size.
Other captains captain, which just
And it really is huge. It's like a huge country.
and people can
Start to
sign up
travel
for
there,
it. So
you
she
see
made
that.
the SGST. People started signing up.
So Toronto is like one of the mega cities in this
Which
region.
is like fine, but it's
But it's really not that much land.
that's.
The homeless problem, you can see people wandering around. The thing about it is that it's kind of the temperatures that are dangerous. People get used to sleeping outside. You go to Paris, you see people really drinking. They seem reasonably comfortable, but it doesn't get -20. What can you say? But here, that's not the case. It's not. And the streetcars are for a long, long time and we use this
Mostly.
so that's why they have this bus.
No, I had the most intense.
It's not that cold tonight. It's pretty good. I'm
But I was
kind
like,
of impressed with the weather compared to the last
like,
couple of days.
it was a situation.
This is very dangerous.
So I
Next stop,
Really not.
Sullivan Street.
But I was like, but I feel that
So you're going to see their signs in different languages. There's always going to be a lingua franca. Lingua franca, there's languages. English is the largest lingua franca. Presently, French is going to be the largest lingua franca. Soon, South Africa, so let's see what else is going on in Toronto. This is one of the nicer areas. It's been sort of changed. There's restrictions going on about international money. So you can see that everything is in many different languages. You'll notice also
Next stop,
liberal
Green Street West.
Green Street West is a nice street. Green Street West is, they still have a club up there, up on the top of the McDonald pit, on the top floor. We live there, 3 cats, and weekend parties with a non-profit organization. Going to school, have a good time. Lots of dancing all night, and there we were. So, let's see what else is going on here. We can figure it out. There we are. So, we're on all channels here, so if you don't want to watch us here, you can watch it on TikTok or watch us on YouTube. This for you, we're broadcasting in the highest quality broadcast for us, and thanks guys very much. Already has happened, so that's so the streetcar is a nice place, right? I kind of designed this streetcar. I designed it in a charrette, and was articulated. Really beautiful. So my grandfather used to paint up the streetcars, and they go down to Amsterdam, and they go up to the greenhouses. So I decided to do what I call this is flat glass advertising panels. So you can do that with perforated material. That's it. And so let's think about that's where we turn people movers into basically advertising panels to move people around. And that's a priority. That's such a thing. This streetcar over here doesn't really have any advertising very much. I'm not sure we have to watch out for one thing. It's the streetcar. Restrictions. Beautiful thing to understand. I really like Toronto. I was born in Montreal. Montreal is a lot of fun. I'm from Montreal West. Montreal West is a nice place. It's a good place.
Next stop, King Street West.
So, you have to have a lot of fun in there. And then me. Now we're past the Queen Street area, and we're going to take a turn around the corner here. And we're going to take a look at some more of the signage. Right? And so we have signs like Dollarama. Right? Dollarama is a store. It's a store that basically offers you things for kind of around $1. It used to be $1, but with inflation, $3. And then you'll find out play with words, take class. And that's something quite simple. Now, for inside of structures like this, you can have this kind and they're used a lot. We seem to have one. Oh, we have a theme. As you can see, the streetcar. There's a theme that's there, and the theme is something that can be like. Let me take a better seating here. There we are. I'm just going to take a big tour around, and this is a streetcar that's designed. To articulate, so it has a lot of bend in it. It can bend like 1, 2, 3, 4 articulation. It's got a couple of feel to it. It's a bit like
Next stop, Front Street West.
And it has a lot of signages, and you can see it's quite a long streetcar. So we're entering into more of a lakefront area. And here is the highway. This highway that's elevated highway is interesting. Then we've got wines and spirits over there. And the very tall condominiums. We're seeing basically the basics of the very tall, right? And that's north. So yeah, there's a street level kind of appearance to a lot of these buildings, and then you have to look at 6-story building. And these are all connected in the underground path. We're in the underground path area.
Next stop, Brandner Boulevard.
And over here, we have a bridge. Goes over the tracks. And then we're on to the lakefront area. Lakefront area is connected up with the path. It actually, there's an overpass that goes right beside the highway. You can actually see how the highway is built. It's kind of cool. So we have an honor system here of some kind. It means, do we have to pay the conductor or not? It's no. You have a thing you make some beep. There's a couple of ways to make it beep, but yeah, each one of them. The strangest one, of course, is the bank card. I found that unusual. It means that the bank card holds a signal. You see people like this. I should. So right now we're underneath, basically underneath the highway, and we're going into Queen's Wharf, right? And Queen's Wharf, they're building a new building. They're always and Queen's Wharf is probably one of 50, 60 buildings in this vicinity. Reasonably close, they've been built in the last 10 years. And that's strange to understand. Before, it's an apartment building, condominium. So, bang. There we are.
Next stop, Queens Quay West.
Cars. It's more pedestrian at night. So we're in the underpass right now, and the underpass is kind of fun. It's got a lot of history. It's the beginning of the automobile frenzy. Expressways, and they're kind of interesting. They demand a huge amount of repair, particularly because of Canada. In Montreal, they have to go. And which we will rebuild. That's part of it. And the concrete only has so much time, but they've learned to add metal into it to make it a metal cement mix, because the rest was taking place in the same area. It's one section of the road design. We've done one section, one part of the bridging in general for the road. The rest of it taking place in general, consistently. All of the roads that were part of the design where it was consistently rusted and they covered it. And that seems to help the transportation. So this is the harbourfront area, and one thing you'll notice is that cities that become a highway is a bit of a funny So over here they have a police station. The Hotel Radisson, they have a police area here for the waterfront police. The waterfront police, they have, I guess they have to chase the crime.
Next stop, Grey Street.
Sure. A lot of boats there, right? I can see some. And you can see the harbor and, of course, the incredible dome. That's very interesting to watch. The dome was created by Rod Robbie. He's the architect. And Rob Robbie
Really enjoyed myself. It opens in a very beautiful way. I like it a lot.
and Rod Robbie was someone who came from England, architect. And he created the Canadian Pavilion. People were dedicated to Canada. The idea of the place. Made people happy. Think about Canada. A place we could go. It would be great too. Life would be better. All the world's problems that exist there. We're going to live together in peace, etc.
Next stop, Harbourfront Centre.
So that's Rob Robbie's huge dome. And yeah, you saw the whole area sort of started off in you can see the ships that are there, you can see the lights. And you know, it's a lot of activity taking place. And you know, fun. Now this will go back into an underground subway. This is behind a streetcar, and it goes all the way down, and it does the same thing. In the end, it's kind of emulating the idea of a streetcar-like subway, or subway that includes the streetcars. So the streetcars in certain areas, a lot of congestion, and a lot of traffic. They would have a specialized kind of route. Maybe underpasses for them, and it's still very feasible. It's very feasible. I like the idea of having underpasses for subway routes, dedicated areas. The really nice thing about a dedicated area is that if you're an ambulance,
Next stop,
that
Queens Quay Station,
you can find
Toronto
yourself,
Island Ferry.
you find yourself in a really good situation because you have a lane where there's no traffic, and that's the streetcar lane. That's really nice for first responders. Most of the time. And you can see it in terms of the tanks rolling in, but they're not really designed like that. As well, the city is such that taking 9 for an ambulance is struggling along. It just can take Spadina streetcar, dedicated street, dedicated streetcar path, and just follow it all up and really get where they have to go without a day train, anything, or having to slow down, huh? So they can go at full speed, full speed along the way, and they make time really go faster when they get to their destination. That's good. Now we're going underground again, and let's see what's going on there. But this is the same at the very beginning. At the very beginning of this, we saw this path, which our subway go underground. They do a lot of that on the transit, or did for a long time, a lot of different kind of design and things like this, but not so much. It's just like that, straightforward. Subway, it gets you where you want to go. You don't have to worry about snow. So the artery of the city, there's a problem. This is good. Idea, and it was done to do that. You can see it looks like a subway stop. It's got the same kind of features. So this is what they were trying to do, and it's not out of the picture. We're doing this kind of thing. So we continue, and from here we're going to be going to the actual subway, and this is Union Station. So it's like we have a subway stop.
Next
snow, a vehicle. But at the same time, it's a great idea. Just in the sense that you have an all-in-one purpose kind of thinking. And you put that on the other type of vehicles. But in suburbs, so you literally can kind of go around pretty seamlessly from one system to another. And, would be cool. So this is a subway. It's not a subway. We're like in a subway. We just went into something that was sort of like a subway. And that's with the streetcars, right? So this is the streetcar. And they're pretty nice. You see what we have? Kind of cool. And they articulate and turn. Yeah, but you don't really notice them so much, even if you're on the turning section. Those are the new ones that are there. And I'm not sure, I think it's an honor system, I don't know how it works. But we're now at Union Station. And I think, yeah, we're at Union Station. The young platform to the streetcars, so they still call them streetcars. We're actually in subway. So, subway here, my friend Stuart Reed, he designed the subway. Right? He designed and built all of these very beautiful images that were sketched last. Words that are on here, it's quite an elaborate work. Now, Stuart is a Reed, and his uncle founded the Ontario Cultural Arts. So he got this very beautiful contract. Anyway, he went and started producing these images. And they were produced in Germany, and they were shipped over here. So let's take a look around a bit and see what the streetcar is all about. I think these are, I imagine they were quite controversial in a way, but the whole idea is you want to show simplicity. Like you're painting on glass, like hard glass, and they're beautifully done. People who are driving around. There's a bit of the Moore element because you have to remember that these were used in the Second World War for bomb shelters. It was slept here, and it's where Moore got his defining images. They're coming from the bomb shelter. That's kind of interesting to see. Now there's a lot of look, now it's transparent, so you can see. Some things aren't designed. I like it. Quite a few words that are polychromic. And symmetric too at the same time. Just symmetric. So here's some more sketches that were done on the glass. Showed a lot of sensitivity.
How to keep the TTC safe. Report any suspicious activity to a member of staff or a police officer. If you see something, say something.
Oh, I really like this dark and white.
The TTC takes your safety very seriously in the event of an emergency. Speak to a staff member, use the emergency alarm on board a train, or DWA button or payphone on the platform. You can also report concerns using the Safe TTC app.
Yeah, the wrong ones in the wrong places, though. I think it was done deliberately. The entire work is extraordinary. It's like something definitely school. You can tell. They have some really beautiful ones that should go to the center. I should mix them up. Maybe we can make that suggestion. I think people could ones that are in the center aren't as nice as the ones that are on the edge. To make people curious. So that's Stuart Reed and the Union Station. Yeah, I have some designs for another station using symmetry. So I'm not noticing that there are any palindromic references here, so it's probably done to make sure they're not palindromic in that sense. Kind of interesting work. It's very Stuart Reed. Captures a lot of what our school is about in a way. It's about drawing. You should draw if you go to an art school. Not that you have to anymore, but it's about something else. Look at this. Interesting. Shadowy figures. A bunch of different ones that are there. There's something to ponder and look at. It just gives you a sense of something better that's there. So, let's take a look. Here we go. And we're seeing more of the images, and here we have some of the, what's that, more of them. These are big works, as you can see. Paradox presence. What else? Just something far from something interesting to understand. Powerful. Different each one. Like different styles, like different artists, all captured into one. It's an interesting feature. It stops you from being bored. Almost like the forger level. Forger. This a different style for each one. That's because Stuart's a teacher, so he's used to having massive different schools. That's what we read. Interesting. His uncle founded the Ontario College of Art and Design a long, long time ago. It's a lot of fun. He's a good person. He's always made me laugh. I've known him for like 30 years. We fought battles together. So this is, now we're on the subway, right? So we're going from the streetcar to the subway like streetcar, and we're bouncing around over here. I really like the transparency of the images in the hair of the woman over there. Right through and see the translucency. These are they're beautiful works. It's what's interesting. They seem to have the ones I don't prefer in the middle. And the ones at the end are really some of them are extraordinarily beautiful. Just capture a lot. But all you need is one image you don't like and disappoints. It's gold, it's black and white. They were done in Germany. They would have difficulty doing that here. This is acid drawing glass. No sheet all the way here. I have something to do. I continue designing silver since I've been 5 years. And I watched Montreal Expo 67.
Hi, this is John Johnson, and this is for lesson 15. We're here. And the lesson we're going to be talking about, in this lesson, we're talking about communication. When you're working, how do you dress? How do you talk to people, etc., etc. That's for communication. And the grammar point is the imperative. The imperative is when you want something, you wish something, or you're giving an order. So I can say eat, or I can say eat if it's a whole table, or I can say let's eat, or I can say let's not eat. So, John Johnson, this is for lesson 15. Good luck. We'll see you at the next level. Great. Hi, my name is John Johnson. I am your English coach. Welcome to your English language lesson. This is lesson number 1. And in lesson number 1, we are going to talk about the verb to be. You say I am, you are, he is, she is, it is, we are, you are, they are. The verb to be in the present simple. Also, we're going to talk about Susan is Canadian, John is Canadian, Jack is American. What about you? Are you French? Are you Spanish? Are you Colombian? This is lesson number 1. If you want to talk to me on the chat, just click on below on the chat button and we can talk live. John Johnson. I will see you in the next lesson. Bye. Good luck. Hi, it's John Johnson here again, and this is for lesson number 2, introducing yourself. What do you do? Well, I am a teacher. He is an accountant. She is a nurse. So, what do you do? The grammar point today is the verb have. Have is an auxiliary verb, but a regular verb also. I have, you have, he has, she has, we have, you have, they have. The verb have. What do you do? Have a good lesson. I will see you in the next lesson. John Johnson. Remember, you can chat if you click below. Chat with me live. Bye. Okay, John, back here again. Now we are on lesson number 3. Lesson number 3 uses the grammar point do and do not and don't. If you want to say in the present something negative or something as a question,